Wondering which is right for you, a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA? Here to tell us is Stuart Ritter with T. Rowe Price. Thanks for joining us, Stuart.
Thank you for having me.
So Roth IRAs seem to win hands down for most people. Why is that?
Absolutely. When you look at all of the measures of success that would be important when you're saving for retirement, which is going to give me more spendable income, which gives me more flexibility, which allows me to avoid required minimum distributions if I don't want to have to take those. The Roth wins on every one of those measures, and that's why we believe Roth is the more appropriate choice for folks. Millennials, we've found, choose Roth overwhelmingly over traditional. The Roth gives you a lot more money to spend, which is why it's so popular for people.
Yeah, it sounds like young people are making the right choice, and that kind of surprises me because I don't think of millennials being that on top of their retirement planning.
I think part of that is the message that Roth is better has been out for a long time now. For folks who are just starting to save, they're just looking for what's better, and they pick that one. For older folks, for decades, we've been communicating that you need to get a tax deduction, and that's the reason you should pick something. So the traditional's been around longer, people have been hearing that message, so there hasn't been as quick a movement into Roth. It's taking a little longer for folks to realize that even if you are older, generally speaking, the Roth is probably more appropriate for you. So certainly see the millennials taking it up. We're starting to see more people who are older do so as well.
I see. So is there anyone who should really get the traditional IRA versus the Roth?
There are a couple of circumstances where the traditional might be better for somebody. If you are closer to retirement, so you're older, and you expect your tax rate to drop significantly in retirement, then the traditional is potentially better. What we tell people, though, is your tax rate will likely stay the same in retirement, because if you want the same lifestyle, it's going to take the same amount of money, and therefore you potentially have the same taxable income. But even if your tax rate drops a lot in retirement, for younger folks, Roth is better. If you are older, it's possible that the traditional might be better for those.
Well, Stuart, thank you so much for joining us today and explaining the differences and letting us know that Roth is a thing to keep our eye on.
Thank you.
Thanks.